I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 152, review of Borat 2, Borat's subsequent movie film, Camera Epistemology. Well, my wife and I saw Borat 2 the other night. It was very nice. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to do that idiotic impersonation, but I am going to review that movie. I thought that, as with the first Borat movie in 2006, the new Borat movie was at times, and sometimes altogether, hilarious, horrifying, over-the-top, sobering, and very vulgar. And there's also that already infamous Rudy Giuliani scene near the end of the movie. Now, as always, the question here, Giuliani aside, is how much the people in the movie, other than Borat and his daughter Tutar, knew about what was going on. That is, that they were appearing in a movie. The two guys who took Borat into their home and spouted all kinds of dangerous conspiracy theories, the woman who genuinely tried to help Tutar, the various women and men who tried to understand Tutar and Borat, however outrageous or insane their stories, until these marks either broke or continued to work with varying degrees of discomfort inside this horror show amusement park universe. Well, the question is, were they really marks, or were they part of the paid, unacknowledged, scripted acting cadre? Now, the people singing the at once very funny and deeply disturbing COVID-19 song were at a rally, and so they most likely were real. They wouldn't have wondered what the cameras that were recording them were doing there, because it's a natural thing to see cameras at a big political rally, especially when somebody and more than one person was up on stage saying and doing, and in Borat's case, singing things. But again, what about the conspiracy duo who also were at this rally? What did they think when Sacha Baron Cohen entered their home with not just his mustache, but some kind of camera crew? Or again, that wonderful woman who took Tutar under her wing and tried to give her guidance. I sure hope she was real, because she showed us that there's still some hope for humanity. But what did she make of the cameras? Or maybe both Cohn and Maria Bakalova, who played his daughter, had some kind of super micro cameras tucked somewhere into their shirts. We just don't know. But that does bring us to Rudy Giuliani. Now, the good thing about Pence and Giuliani, that is good insofar as their roles in this movie, there's not much else you can say that's good about those two. But the good thing about them in the movie is that neither would have been surprised by cameras in the context in which they were filmed. And of course, there's no way they would have agreed to play along with Sacha Baron Cohen anyway. But about Giuliani, as you know, if you've seen the movie, he consents to go into Tutar's hotel room, leering during the interview, and then for some reason lies back on the bed. I'd rather not say lay here for obvious reasons. And then Giuliani either A, tucks his shirt down the front of his pants, or B, you be the judge, and this is in fact Cohen's advice to viewers of his movie. Now, Giuliani claims that he was tucking in his shirt after he was taking out the microphone that was wired inside his shirt. I've been on hundreds of television shows doing interviews, and I don't know, I never had to pull out my shirt to get rid of a wire that was inside my shirt, which does sometimes happen with some of these little microphones. But usually all you have to do is just slide it out the back of your shirt. You don't have to make a big deal of tucking it out, taking the shirt out in the front and tucking it back in. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because Giuliani, just based on his expressions with young Tutar, is a sleaze either way. He's just a worse sleaze if he's not tucking in his shirt. Anyway, a brilliantly funny and all too instructive movie again from Cohn. By the way, is it Baron Cohen or Cohn? I don't know. Sacha Baron Cohen. Wonderfully acted by him and by Bakalova as his daughter. And as for the rest of the people who appear in this movie, brilliantly acted by them or real? Well, follow Sacha Baron Cohen's helpful advice. See the movie on Amazon Prime Video, and you decide.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick little review of the new Borat movie. I'll be back here soon with another episode of Light on Light Through. In the meantime, enjoy. Hey, I wish I knew what the Borat word for that is. By the way, he doesn't really speak a language that's anywhere in the world. It's somehow, in some way, based on Hebrew, I think. So anyway, I'll just say, stay safe, be well, and enjoy.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplot2savesocrates.com.
Paul Levinson spilt code about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.